guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be telling you guys short scary stories because I feel like you guys really like the story times. And let me introduce you to Nala. Here's Nala. You want to say hi, Nala? Look at her, how cute she is. So yeah, I'm gonna be telling some stories in the garage, and it's kind of dark in here, so yeah, kind of scared, but let's get started. So let me give a shout out to the website in case you guys want to go check them out. It's called The Lineup, thelineup.com. So the first one is called Darkness in the Rear View Mirror. Sorry, it's like I can't read. Okay, so this is by Kelly Sikima. So I'm gonna start now. So basically it begins like this. Let me do like a scary voice. In the summer of 2013, I found myself driving home alone on the highway 902 from a party. It was almost midnight, and needless to say, it was a pitch black. As was usual at night, I was on edge. I had the radio off and could hear nothing but the muffled roar of tires on pavement and the dual hum of the engine. I stole a glance into the middle rear view mirror and saw nothing but darkness through the back window. Ooh, this person was very descriptive. I know that I looked backward and saw nothing. I'm sure of it. Just a seemingly endless blackness of the night. I remembered it was so clear because not 10 seconds later a car passed me to the left, headlights on. I had one of those sudden adrenaline rushes, like when you think you see a person outside your bedroom window when it's just a tree. I don't know if you guys get that, but I personally always get that when I think I see a figure, but it's actually not. It's just like in my head. So I completely understand what she's saying right here. I don't know if this is like a true story. We'll find out towards the end, but I feel like it is because, yeah, I feel like these are real stories. Ooh, that's creepy. Okay, so where was I? So it was just a tree. Or when you start awake at night with the feeling of falling. Oh, I get that a lot, guys. Do you have that dream where you're walking and then you fall deep into something and then you wake up? That always happens to me. Okay, back to the story. 10 seconds earlier, nothing had. Is my dog barking? I'm scared. I'm reading scary stories in the garage. Okay, whatever. 10 seconds earlier, nothing had been behind me. Suddenly, a car. I drove the rest of the way home shivering and knowing something was off. So basically what she's trying to say is that she feels like she saw something, and then she says it was just a tree or something, and then 10 seconds later, she sees a car following her, like driving right behind her when there was nothing there before. So that's where we're at. So the next morning, I found 2 sets of scratches near the back of my van. Ooh, that's creepy. One was on the left rear, one was on the right. The car was pretty old. They could have been there for months, but that was the first time that I distinctly remembered seeing them. In hindsight, there are 2 possibilities for what happened that night. Possibility 1, by some glitch in reality or something paranormal. Ooh, that's creepy. This other car had somehow appeared behind me within 10 seconds of me checking my mirror, like some weird ghost crap or something. However, the second option is what makes my blood run cold whenever I consider it. Oh, I'm scared to read this part. It didn't even occur to me until months after the fact, but it makes me dread driving alone at night even more, possibly 2. The car was normal. It had approached me from the rear and passed me to the left. However, something large and wide and as black as the night had been clinging to the rear of my car, obscuring my view through the window and leaving deep scratches on the sides. Whoa, okay. That is creepy. Okay, so basically what this person is trying to say that by this story is that she feels like it's something paranormal going on, because it can't be that like she checks her mirrors and there's no car behind her, yet 10 seconds later there's like a black figure shadow behind her. Ooh, scary. Okay, so the next story is called Instant Messaging. I'm already getting chills. If I wasn't here with Nala, I'd be scared. Okay. It all started on the 14th night of March. Ooh, my sister's birthday month. We're in March right now. The night of my parents' 20th wedding anniversary. It was a wonderful, sunny day, if memory serves. Surprisingly warm for before the beginning of spring. The beautiful weather was perfect for the atmosphere of the day. Being married for 20 years is absolutely a momentous occasion, so my parents had booked a table at our favorite Italian restaurant. Ooh. Of course, this was a formal occasion, so I had my best suit on. Of course, this was a formal occasion, so I had my best suit on. It was around 5:33, and I was just straightening my tie when my phone went off. I'd received a message. That's strange, I thought. That never happens. I checked the message. It was from my mom. Well, it says right here it was from my mom. I guess they have an accent, that's why they're saying mom. But yeah, it was quite a jumble of numbers and letters. So basically what the person's saying is that he received a message from a random number, and it was just like random numbers and letters. So then he says, but through the vocabulary stew, I could not make out the legible phrase, please help me out. It should go without saying that this worried me greatly. So I immediately replied, are you okay? So he's saying that because he's worried like it's actually someone who's in a, because you know how sometimes people are in situations like dangerous situations where they need help, so they'll just text anyone. So he's probably thinking like, oh, it's someone calling for help, they're in danger. So yeah, so it worried him, and he replies with, are you okay? And then he says, just as instantly I got another text from the same person, which read, oops, pocket text. I signed with all the relief I had and continued to prepare myself. A few minutes later, I received yet another message, this time from my dad. I checked the text, and once again it was a massive mixture of letters and numbers with the phrase, please help me out, concealed within. Stop chewing on my hair, Nala. Creepy, through this was my dad, was also a joker. So I presumed he was just joking around until I was sent another message saying, oops, pocket text. Creepy. Now this sparked panic, pure unmistakable panic. Exactly half a minute passed when I received the exact same message from my sister. This could not be how do you pronounce this? Coincidental or something? I don't know, they misspelled it. Stop biting my hair. It just couldn't. In a state of sheer anxiety, I started to run to the restaurant. I made it about a quarter of the way before I got stopped by a police officer. Main roads closed, he said. Huge car crash. This was the exact moment I realized just what had happened. I demanded to see the wreckage. A request, I'm surprised, was allowed. When I got there, it wasn't the remnants of the car that caught my eye, not the flames billowing from the destroyed vehicle. No. I was horrified to see the lifeless corpse of my mother, father, and sister. I asked for the estimated time of their deaths. All three of them were killed instantly by the collision at 5:32. Okay, that just gave me chills. What? Okay. I'm gonna read one more, guys, because this video is super long already, and Nala keeps chewing on my hair, and I have to go do homework. But damn, so if you guys are a little confused, so basically what the person is saying is that he first received a message from an unknown number saying, please help. So then he didn't know who it was, but then they replied and they said, oops, pocket text. So then he just shook it off like nothing. Then the next message he got was from his dad that said, please help. And then a few minutes later, it says, oops, pocket text. Mom? Oh shoot, you're scaring me. I'm doing a YouTube video. So then the third message he got was from his sister. And it says, please help. And then after, oops, pocket text. So then he thought they were playing a joke on him. Then he passes by a car collision. and he finds out that it's his mom, his dad, and his sister that passed away at 5:32 when he received those messages. That's creepy. Oh my gosh. Okay, on to the next one. I'm gonna do one more. This one is called Roommate Troubles. So I'm gonna begin reading. This actually happened to me a few years back at the University of the Arts in Philadelphia. And guys, these are true stories, so it kind of gives me the chills. Okay, my sophomore year, I roomed with a girl named Kara. She was a jazz vocalist, but her main interest was opera. We had a small room on the 6th floor of a dormitory called Jupiter Hall. The walls were thin, and her last night singing and voice practices would keep me up late. After a month of so of lost sleep. Sorry, it's because I keep hearing a noise. Okay, where was I? After a month or so of lost sleep, I convinced her to move her last night practices to the music studios in the Miriam Theater building a block away. Around 8 o'clock one evening, Kara announced that she would be practicing late for an upcoming recital and probably wouldn't be home until around midnight. Great, I thought. That means I could go to bed early. I was beat. I had a horrible day in acting studio and was ready to pass out as soon as I had dinner. She said good night and left, coffee and sheet music in hand. I made some grilled cheese and soup. Ooh, that sounds good. Gobbled it down and immediately began to prepare for bed. By the time I got out of the shower, my eyelids were so heavy I could hardly brush my teeth. I pulled on my PJs and crawled into the top bunk of her bunk bed. I was out as soon as my head hit the pillow. I should take a second to describe the layout of our apartment. When entering the apartment, the bedroom was through a door immediately to the left. Our bathroom was inside the bedroom, just past the bunk beds. UArts is nice in the sense that you don't have to share bathrooms. Sorry guys, I don't have my glasses and it's kind of like blurry, so that's why I'm mispronouncing some words. Yes, I wear glasses. Anyway, I woke up to the sound of the apartment door closing. I opened my eyes and gradually, I think that's how you pronounce that, checked my phone. Midnight on the dot. I rolled back over in my closed eyes. I heard Kara enter the room and stop in front of the bunk bed. Checking to see if I'm actually asleep, I thought. She flopped down on the bed below me, which was strange, as she was stickler for brushing her teeth and washing up before bed. Then again, exams were just around the corner, and we were all exhausted. The mattress below me cracked and then was silent. I couldn't hear her breathing. I started to drift off again. I was just on the edge of deep sleep when I startled again by a noise, a key in the lock, the door opening, and Kara entering our apartment, humming an opera tune. The mattress below me creaked. Ooh. So basically the whole time this girl, she has a roommate and she's thinking that, cause it's dark, she's already asleep and she believes that since they have a bunk bed, that her roommate's down there, and she's making some noise. Then a few minutes go by and she hears like the door open and it's Kara, her roommate. So the person below her wasn't her roommate. So yeah. Okay guys, well that's all the stories I'm gonna be reading today. If you guys like this series and you would want to see more, just comment down. And yeah, we're almost to 2K guys. Like, I am so excited, and I'm gonna be doing a giveaway at 10K, and the prizes will be good. I will be giving away iPhones, AirPods. I'll be choosing 3 winners, so just stay tuned for that. Just make sure you have your post notifications turned on. You're always liking the videos, leaving a comment, So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when I upload another video. If you guys want to see more of this kind of content, just please let me know. And that is all from us today, right? My baby. Say bye. Bye. Say bye. Okay, well, bye, guys. I'm going to go inside and do some homework. Peace.